Bliat. World Aquatics announced a ban on athletes and officials who participated in the Enhanced Games, a doping-encouraged competition set for May 2026 in Las Vegas. Wait, what? What the fuck? Oh yeah, let's go all take drugs and then we're gonna go do this competition. The ban responds to the enhanced games promoting the use of performance-enhancing drugs, which conflicts with traditional anti-doping rules upheld by governing bodies worldwide. World Aquatics' new by-law bars anyone who supports or competes in events involving prohibited substances from all roles in the sport, including athletes, coach, or officials positions. The enhanced games promises nearly 1 million for record breakers, attracting some past Olympians like Australian swimmer James Magnussen, despite risks of permanent exclusion from clean sports. This strict stance aims to protect the sport's integrity and is likely to influence other federations, while health experts and anti-doping agencies strongly criticize the enhanced games concept. The reason why they say that is because of what happened to, right, some of the bodybuilders. Because some of the bodybuilders fucking were doping, right? But yeah, I mean, look, there's been a long history of people using drugs during competitions. So it's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't fucking do that, yeah. New bylaw banning athletes participating in enhanced games. Applies to anyone participates in events embracing performance-enhancing drugs. Ariarne Titmus condemned the enhanced games. Well, I mean, there's a huge health risk to doping. Because if people are doping, you don't know what exactly people are fucking taking. Right? And then they could fucking go into, like, cardiac arrest while they're fucking high as shit. Right? Not a good time. Alright, there you have it. Don't know why people are trying to fucking do this. It's so fucking stupid to try and do this. Like, there's so many health problems with trying to do this shit. Not only that, it's super fucking dangerous. Especially in a competition. Not only is it cheating, but you're also putting other people at risk when you do that shit too. So it's like, it'd be one thing if you were just affecting yourself, because then that'd mean, hey, you can, go suicide on your own, right? But man, you're in an event, right? You're gonna bring liability to people. Might hurt people because you're drugged up, right? It's it's all bad. Former White House press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre has announced she is no longer a Democrat and has written a book urging others to think outside of our boxes. Jesus fuck. It's surprising to see her talk again. And what do you know? She made a book. reflecting on why on the fucking President Biden shit. Stress the need for unity and respect for vulnerable communities. Yeah, I don't know about that. Now, when you say vulnerable communities, which ones? Because, like, some of the vulnerable communities have done some really weird shit, right? Saying I will be there with you under the condition that others respect the community. Oh, Jesus, which community? Who's the community? What community? Belong to and other vulnerable communities. Okay, she's just talking in fucking circles. Okay. Her book title, Independent Law Statement. At noon at the day, I became a private citizen who, like all Americans, had to contend with what was to come next for our country. Fuck you, cunt. She will recount the events leading to Biden's decision not to seek a second term. And the betrayal of the Democrat Party. She's a load of shit. Oh, Biden didn't tell me anything. Oh, I'm just a speaker for the White House. Blake Lively apparently withdraws claims of emotional distress against Justin Baldoni. Uh-oh, what happened? What happened, Blake Lively? What's going on? Has attempted to withdraw 2 claims made against director Justin Baldoni, which includes allegations of severe emotional distress and pain, and humiliation and embarrassment. Baldoni's legal team requested Lively to release her medical records, including therapy notes for his defense. Oh shit. Whoops. Baldoni countersued Lively and Ryan Reynolds for civil extortion, defamation, and invasion of privacy in January. Oh shit, there it is. Oh, sorry guys. I'm sorry, Ryan Reynolds. The fact that you decided to do this shit with Lively, I mean, I know you're just trying to help your wife and all, but she a bitch. Or your girlfriend, whoever the fuck she is. Fuck this hoe. The fact that she tried to pull that kind of shit to the fucking streets with this fucking cunt. It's basically pulling a fucking Amber Heard. No, fuck this cunt. Get this bitch out of here. Emotional distress during the film It Ends With Us, which didn't happen, by the way. She's just making up fucking shit. And as they watch the videos, it's like, how are you going to fucking argue this when it clearly sees you happy and just asking I don't know. Don't catch me with that shit. Fucking. Yeah, I wonder if this is gonna be dude, if this goes to a court trial, they should they should film it. They should videotape it. They should put it on streams and shit. Fucking another Amber Heard situation, literally. Fuck this bitch. Trump envoy risks levels going way up after Ukraine struck Russian bombers. Uh-oh. Keith Kellogg stated that the risk levels are increasing significantly after Ukraine attacked Russian bombers, as told Fox News. Kellogg explained that attacking a part of Russia's nuclear triad increases uncertainty about their response. Caroline Leavitt mentioned that Trump was not informed ahead of Ukraine's drone strikes on Russian bombers. Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha commented that Russia did not respond to Ukraine's proposals during peace talks in Istanbul. I don't know if I said this person name wrong. I'm sorry. Butchered. I'm an American. Yeehaw. $7 billion in damages. Escalate the conflict. I mean, it could. I don't know. I mean, you already had Zelensky do some weird shit already inside Russia. Constantly. For the last, like, year. So. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed U.S. Was not informed. Yeah. I mean, it was the same with the Israel thing. They didn't inform the U.S. and they just did that. They just went on like a fucking military operation or some shit. Large drone strikes called Operation Spiderweb. Oh man, 100 aerial vehicles. Basically UAV. Right. COD style. You know, the UAV that fucking scans your movement and shit? No. Well, these are UAVs that fucking bomb you. Was destroyed, including a Bereave A-50 mainstay. Early warning control aircraft. Due to Ukraine's drone attacks, indicating a shift in the conflict's dynamics. Yeah, I don't think they really want to stop the war. If they did... Yeah, they're like doing little skirmishes. What is this? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I noticed that there was a, where is it? There was this Texas woman, 71, killed by brain-eating amoeba after washing her nose with tap water. Holy shit. Oh, shit, man. You gotta check your pipes, bro. Jesus. Fuck, man. You gotta fumigate that shit. Fucking Jesus Christ. Scientists in Japan developed plastic that dissolves in seawater within hours. Los Angeles County will pay $2.7 million to teen boy attacked in gladiator fights at detention facility. Yeah, that happened. It was a juvenile detention facility? I think that's what it was. They were like pitting they were like pitting the kids up against with each other or some fucking shit. They're just allowing people to beat up on each other. Kill the bill. Yeah, Elon Musk was like, yeah, I don't like that bill. And then now there's a bunch of senators and House representatives being like, yeah, what the fuck? Alright, anyways. Megyn Kelly calls Elon the greatest free speech warrior in the modern day world.
This is one of the reasons why I think Elon Musk has been so important to expanding the national debate. I know he takes a beating by some on the left because he sends out strange tweets sometimes. And so who cares? This guy is the greatest free speech warrior that we have in the modern day world. Because of him, we can have these discussions on at least one of our social media platforms.
Recently, he was, well,
and we couldn't.
Some of those people were
his takeover of Twitter has helped change
some weird shit. So,
the polling on this, the American sentiment on this, people's awareness of the problems and the true facts. This is one of the reasons why I think Elon Musk has been so important to expanding the national debate. I know he takes a beating by some on the left because he sends out strange tweets sometimes. And so who cares? This guy is the greatest free speech warrior that we have in the modern day world. Because of him, we can have these discussions on at least one of our social media platforms. And we couldn't. And I really think that his takeover of Twitter has helped change the polling on this, the American sentiment on this, people's awareness of the problems and the true facts. This is one of the reasons.
There we go. Cool. All right, well, there you go. This happened. The U.S. Department of Justice announced today the arrest of Daniel Joing Unyong Park. I don't know how to fucking say his name. I'm sorry. 32 of Kent, Washington. I'm guessing he is charged with allegedly providing and attempting to provide material support to terrorists. Park is accused of giving about 270 pounds of ammonium nitrate to Guy Edward Bartkus, the pro-abortion man who carried out a suicide bombing of a pregnancy clinic in Palm Springs on May 17th. Charging documents say Bartkus used an AI chat application to help him construct the bomb using ammonium nitrate and fuel. I mean, yeah, that can happen. I mean, you can easily, literally look up information on the internet to do certain things, right? I mean, yeah, I mean, Parka, I mean, even if he didn't use the AI chat bot, right, he would still use the Google or Yahoo, right, whatever search bar, GoDaddy, you know. Like, 4 days after the bombing, Park fled to Europe, and on May 30th, Park was detained in Poland and deported back to the U.S. to face charges. He faces a maximum penalty of up to 15 years in prison for aiding someone in bombing a facility. Yeah. That happens. Apparently this is the guy. What kind of joke is that? I mean, he only supplied, right? All he did was really supply the materials. And that was, right, and distribution of the materials, right? So, yeah. He is being added as an accessory, though. I mean, that's just how it is. Okay, well, there you have it for this guy. So there was another person in connection with the bombing, because there was no way one person can get all that shit, right? There had to be more than one. Because why would the person just suicide? So-called Freedom Flotilla encapsulates the delusion of hypocrisy surrounding the Israel-Gaza war. This is a humanitarian mission. It's a Mediterranean leisure cruise. Participants are smiling, swimming, and filming TikTok videos. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, this is what they wanted, right? Apparently, they're trying to go to Gaza? Yeah. Hamas agrees to surrender if Europe will take Greta Thunberg back. When I talk about Greta Thunberg having fatal alcohol syndrome, that's not a political attack. Oh. Are you sure because she's not just wait? Jesus. Yeah. It's almost that gossip. They're saying that this guy is the same person. I mean, I can see it. Yeah, I don't know why people like her so much. I mean, I guess because she's actually going on, going on these weird trips, and actually kind of practices what she preaches. I guess I don't know. I mean, she's she's like an eco cultist, literally. I mean, you could say terrorist too. This is a good one. That's I gotta say. Greta and Hamas sitting in a tree. KISSI. uh. BuzzFeed, this woman is showing the effects of the tariff war in China, and oh boy, you are not ready for this. Kelly Green. Here in U.S., we're experiencing Trump's tariff war single day as prices continue going up. How tariffs affecting people in other countries. Emily, a Canadian living in China. Okay. Recently, she had an explaining video how things have changed for her in grocery store. Wait, why? The funny thing is, why should anything change for China, right? If in reality, because China doesn't buy anything from the U.S. So why is it what? Huh? Excuse me?
Now, and I wanted to show you how the American tariffs are affecting Chinese customers. So I was gonna get some beef for dinner tonight, and I saw this. So what used to be here is American beef, but now, as you can see, it says Australian beef. And I did look around. I couldn't find one single pack of beef from America. So I guess China...
Wait, so they do buy American products? Oh, that's strange.
...stopped buying beef from America, and it went straight to Australia. So the whole idea that China is hurting because of the American tariffs, well, they're not, because they're not as dependent on the U.S. In fact, only 18% of Chinese imports come from America.
Correct.
And for stuff like beef and soy, they can just
That's
go
why.
somewhere
That's why it's right. That's why the whole situation's weird. Right. Well, so why would China be hurting? It doesn't make any sense because we don't even supply them with that much.
Where else easily. So I guess I'm having Australian beef for dinner tonight instead of American beef. And honestly, because of the food quality, I probably trust Australian beef better. And this box of beef right here is 50 RMB, which is about $7 US. So to answer the question, China ain't hurting. And if anything, I think we're probably doing even better because now that we have better beef that tastes better and at a better price.
Damn.
So thank you, Trump, for that.
Damn, America getting called out. Damn, America, you shady. Anyways. Trading Economics says that the number is even lower than Emily suggested, putting the percentage of China's imports that come from the U.S. at around 7% in 2023. See? Why? 1.5 billion worth of beef to China, 2024. That's why I don't trust, right? That's why I don't trust all those fucking videos that come out of China that talks about the U.S. sometimes. Because it's like, you guys don't do anything for us. If anything, you guys are selling us all your goddamn products and giving us cheap bullshit. So it's like, the U.S. has lost competitive advantage to Brazil. So I guess I'm having Australian beef for dinner tonight. But yeah, she just goes. The president had a lot to say. USA put sanctions on themselves, one said. I mean, in a sense, yeah. I mean, well, when you go on a fucking tariff war on everyone, yeah, you're going to be putting sanctions on yourself in a sense. Yeah, there you go. Thank Trump women viral video. 19 arrested for stealing thousands. Whoa. From Mall of Georgia. Nearly 2 dozen facing 40 charges after shoplifting sting at the Mall of Georgia. Gwinnett County police say they conducted the sting at stores and around the mall over Memorial Day weekend. Oh shit. There you have it. Well, I mean, look, I hate to say it. Criminals are getting fucking ballsy now. Right? When they know that there's a certain when they know that there's actual federal days, government days off, they're gonna fucking hit certain stores. Is this the police talk? Yeah. Learned that the officers from our precincts work directly with store managers, attempt to catch shoplifters. Channel 2 Gwinnett County Borough Chief Matt Johnson. Throughout their days, mall police arrested 19 people, handed out 12 felony charges, 27 misdemeanors. You'll be punished. It's going to ruin your summer, and you're going to have consequences, said Corporal Juan Medido with Gwent Police County Police. Police say they recovered 53,000. Wait, what? They missed the whoops. 5,313 and 75 cents in stolen merchandise from 11 stores. So $5,313. Interesting. Police say they timed the operation strategically as students prepare for summer break. Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. Definitely a message we want to send out to the community. We want to make sure that kids are out of school. They're not trying to go and shoplift. Two of the women, Demisha Brown and Jasmine Harris, each had 12 active warrants. Holy fuck. From several other jurisdictions. I can, and maybe this chick right here. There's this chick right here too. Well, holy shit, there's so many in this picture. Like, dude, some of these people look like goddamn crack addicts. Yeah, oh, this guy looks like a criminal. This person looks like this person looks like a crack user or something. Criminal written all over her face. Alejandra Alara. Andrea Alara Petite. Oh, you guys are sisters? Oh, shit. Yeah, even the family's involved. Misha Brown, Michelle Castaneda, Matthew Harden, Jasmine Harris. Oh, this chick. Ricky Jace. Some old dude. Israel Nicholas. Christopher Parker. Giuliani Reyes. Jada Rogers. Latoya Simmons. Don Stein. Carla Wheeler. There you have it. Those are all the pictures of the fucking idiots. FBI discovers cache of guns, armor, and Nazi paraphernalia while raiding home in Washington State. Well, I mean, it's only the flags, right? Other things are just American. Discover cache of weaponry and armor, including machine gun and grenade launchers, along with Nazi raid of a home Washington State authority. So the Facebook post that the Army Criminal Division asked his office for assistance money at FBI's robbery, theft of military weaponry armory. They also said in a statement that the Associated Press on Tuesday night that the search warrant related to an Army, CID, and FBI investigation onto the assault Sunday on Joint Base Lewis McChord just north of Olympia. Another statement said 2 people were arrested and booked into Thurston County Jail for investigation of firearms-related offenses. The suspects identified in the case were actively involved in Nazi white nationalist efforts, he wrote. Okay. Sanders did not immediately return messages seeking comment Tuesday night. The U.S. Attorney's Office statement said Army investigators had identified suspects in an assault at the military base, and the FBI executed the search warrant late Monday night into early Tuesday. Reached for comment, the FBI said its Seattle office was assisting our partners, Thurston County Sheriff's Office, Army Criminal Investigation Division, and referred questions to them. I'm so confused. How did they get all this fuck? If we take a look at this, you know how easy it is to buy these kinds of flags? Also, it seems like this was just some kind of doomsday prepper type of guy. Additional information was expected to be included in the federal criminal complaint to be unsealed Wednesday. The 2 people arrested were expected to make initial appearances at U.S. District Court in Tacoma on Wednesday afternoon. In the Post, Sanders said agents had seized 35 firearms at the home, including short-barrel rifles and an MG-42 machine gun, a type typically supported with a bipod, which was used by German troops during World War II. Other seized gear include grenade launchers, explosives, body armor, ammunition, and ballistic helmets. And multiple rifles were staged at windows throughout the residence, the sheriff said. Whoa. He posted photos from the home showing an array of weapons, ammunition, and body armor surrounded by Nazi paraphernalia, including a red Nazi flag emblazoned with a black swastika. There you have it. 2 arrested with arsenal and Nazi paraphernalia base robbery were ex-military, prosecutors say. So that's what they say, ex-military. Well, that can explain why they had like a lot of weaponry and fucking gear. Suspect in Boulder anti-Semitic attack is charged with a federal hate crime. Here's what we know. Yeah, we already know about that. That's a 10-minute read. Holy shit! I guess because of all the legal shit. All right, there you have it. Did I put this up? Oh yeah, I did. We got Arnold Schwarzenegger. Whoa. What happened? Tells climate activists to stop whining because they don't have any support from the White House. Sometimes problems need to be solved by the people. Damn, Arnold. Former California Go delivers keynote speech. Oh, he went to Austria World Summit in Vienna. Okay. To roll up their sleeves. He encouraged environmental activists to roll up their sleeves. Just climate change, waning political support from current admin. Complaint would not help. Whining doesn't build anything. Pointed out his time as governor in California when he sued the federal gov over the attempt to block statewide emissions regulations. He issued a rallying cry saying, "Stop whining!" Helped organize his home and country. The former governor tried to galvanize climate change advocates that might have felt their efforts were for naught because of Trump admins' dismissal of their cause. What do you mean Dude, Trump, he's not dismissal of the cause. It's just some of you guys are just out of your fucking mind. Like, you guys spout the same shit every fucking year, and then when shit gets done, you still say the same fucking shit every fucking year. It's like no amount of work fucking matters to you people. It's like every time we comply with the fucking regulation body, it's just like, oh no, we need to put more regulations. You need to do more. What more do you want? That whining swears whining doesn't change. You should also stop telling don't stop oil people to stop fucking with paintings and right and gluing themselves to places and vandalizing shit. Jesus. I know people say like a motivation rather than a speech about the environment, but you know, because it is. He heard many complaints from his peers recently. Lately, every time I talk to environmentalists and to policy people, they say to me, Arnold, I mean, what is the point of fighting for a clean environment when the government of the United States says climate change is a hoax? They didn't say that. And coal and oil is the future. They never said that, but okay. They never fucking said that. President Donald Trump's environmental policy has been characterized by relaxing pollution regulations, emphasizing oil drilling on federal lands, and cutting spending for existing green initiatives. During his speech, Schwarzenegger did not criticize Trump directly, saying he had policy of not speaking negatively about U.S. presidents when he was abroad. Though he did speak broadly of leaders whose policies did not help climate change. The world will always have problems and leaders who don't agree with us, or are just terrible leaders. We have seen it over and over again throughout history, but sometimes problems need to be solved by the people. Sometimes the people need to rise up and get to work. Didn't ask the government. Yeah, a bunch of people who didn't ask the government, basically, yeah. For permission to enact environmental friendly policies, correct. For example, mayors can make their city buses electric. CEOs can push to reduce their company's carbon emissions, which people have already done. And schools can install solar panels on their rooftops. Throughout the speech, pointed out to his own track record in public office effective could be, agency objected to California state's specific version of the law. The state sued the federal agency. Did we whine like little girly men? No, we sued them. Get to the chopper. Do we gotta play some famous lines of fucking Arnold? God damn. Here's another famous line. Did we whine like little curly men? No, we sued them. We sued the government. We took the fight from court to court to court. 2009, President Barack Obama took office. The EPA granted California the exception and sought, ending it court challenge. Schwarzenegger called out the audience to adopt a similar gung-ho attitude regardless whether they held elected office. You don't need to be present to be a hero. You just need to care and get off your butts and get to work. Damn. Even Arnold's being like, shut the fuck up and get to work. Alright, there you have it. Trump admin revokes guidance requiring hospitals to provide emergency abortions. Trump admin announced Tuesday that it would revoke guidance to the nation's hospitals that directed them to provide emergency abortions for women when they are necessary to stabilize their medical condition. That guidance was issued to hospitals in 2022, weeks after the U.S. Supreme Court upended national abortion rights in the U.S. It was an effort by the Biden admin to preserve abortion access for extreme cases in which women were experiencing medical emergencies and needed an abortion to prevent organ loss or severe hemorrhaging, among other serious complications. Basically, the trolley problem of do you protect the mother or the child, especially when the child is not even fully developed. So it's like, yeah. It's either you save the child or you save them. Well, you can't even save the child. You have to save the mother. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. What? Law requires emergency rooms that receive Medicare to provide an exam and stabilizing treatment for all patients. Nearly all emergency rooms in the U.S. rely on Medicare funds. Oh, also, there's a chance that the umbilical cord, right, could wrap around the baby's neck, right, and strangle it. That could happen too, right? There could be many complications with fucking childbearing. Trump forced the policy. The move prompted concerns from some doctors and abortion rights advocates that women will not get emergency abortion in states with strict bans. Trump admitted would rather women die in emergency room than receiving life-saving abortions. I don't think that's what he said. Nancy Northrop, President and CEO of Center of Reproductive Rights, said in a statement, in pulling back guidance, this admin is feeding the fear and confusion that already exists at hospitals in every state where abortion ban hospitals need more guidance, not less, to stop them from turning away patients experiencing pregnancy crisis. Anti-abortion advocates, meanwhile, praised the announcement. Marjorie Dannenfelser, President of SBA Pro-Life America, said in a statement that the Biden-era policy has been a way to expand abortion access in states where it was banned. Democrats have created confusion on this fact to justify their extremely unpopular agenda for all trimester abortion, she said. In situations where every minute counts, their lies lead to delayed care and put women in needless, unacceptable danger. An Associated Press investigation last year found that even with the Biden admin's guidance, dozens of pregnant women were being turned away from pregnancy rooms, including some who needed emergency abortions. The Centers for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, which provides oversight of hospitals, said in a statement that it will continue to enforce federal law that including for identified emergency medical conditions that place the health of a pregnant woman or her unborn child in serious jeopardy. But CMS added that it would also rectify any perceived legal confusion and instability created by the former admin's actions. The Biden admin sued Idaho over its abortion law that initially only allowed abortions to save the life of the mother. The federal government had argued before the U.S. Supreme Court last year that Idaho law was in conflict with federal law, which requires stabilizing treatment that prevents a patient's conditioning from worsening. The U.S. Supreme Court issued a procedural ruling in the case last year that left key questions unanswered about whether doctors in abortion-banned states can terminate pregnancies when a woman is at risk of serious infection, organ loss, or hemorrhage. There you have it. So they're still getting hung up on the same questions, it seems. They keep they keep getting hung up on the same fucking questions. Right, if the mother is at risk of dying, I mean, you have to save the mother. Because right, I hate the fetus is only about what, so many months old. You think you're gonna be able to, right, stabilize the fetus after the mother passes, right? Even if the mother, right? All that what ifs. What if? Like, you can't be doing that. I hate to say it, but everything depends on saving someone's life. You can't do what if scenarios. You need to make decisive, right, fast actions to save the person's life, because you only have a limited of time. I was like, they keep going over the same fucking questions like every year, dude. It's the same shit. It's the same fucking back and forth. But yeah, there you have it. World Boxing apologizes for naming Olympic champion Aman Khalif in sex test policy. Well, I mean, it's because they feel like they singled her out. I mean, you guys are the ones who fucking put her on the fucking pedestal. I mean, that's your guys' problem. President of the World Boxing has apologized after Olympic champion Aman Khalif was singled out in the governing body's announcement to make sex testing mandatory. Algerian boxer Khalif, who won gold at the Paris Games last summer amid scrutiny over her eligibility, was specifically mentioned when World Boxing released its policy last Friday. Well, the other thing is, how many other world top athletes were transgender in the Paris Games, right? Right, the fact that you were the only ones that put, right, Aman Khalif as the head person who was the transgender in these game or in this tournament or event, right? It's like, yeah, I mean, you shot yourself in the foot there, to be honest. Its president Boris van der Vorst contacted the Algerian Boxing Federation to acknowledge that was wrong. I am writing to you to personally offer a formal sincere for this and acknowledge that her privacy should have been protected. Well, I mean, if she's trying to go into a competition where she's beating up on athletes, yeah, I mean, there kind of has to be a little bit of discretion, yeah? Especially when someone fucking overpowers someone very easily. He wrote in a letter seen by the Associated Press. Oh, that's why. It's because as soon as the Associated Press something, he had to say something. Yeah, this is the other issue with the journalist sites, right? They're always trying to stir up trouble. Oh, we got it. We got this story. Maybe we should hash up this old story because people still haven't gotten answers or some bullshit, right? Van der Vorst added he hoped for reaching out to be you personally. We show our true respect to you and your athletes. Khalif and fellow gold medalist Lin Yu-ting from Taiwan were in the spotlight in Paris because the previous governing body of Olympic boxing, the International Boxing Association, disqualified both fighters from its 2023 World Championship, claiming they failed an unspecified eligibility test. However, International Olympic Committee applied sex eligibility rules used in previous Olympics and cleared Khalif and Lin to compete, which I don't know why they did that. They should have they be bending rules, yeah. Well, the fact that you keep being wishy-washy with your fucking standards is why you have fucking issues like this. It's why people think you're uncredible. It's because you already had standards and now you're fucking with them. Maybe if you just do your fucking job properly, it'd be fine. But what do I know? World Boxing has been provisionally approved as the boxing organizer at the 2028 Los Angeles Games and has faced pressure from boxers and their federations to create sex eligibility standards. It is said there will be mandatory testing for all boxers from July 1st to ensure the safety of all participants and deliver a competitive level playing field for men and women. There you go. That's better. The governing body announced all athletes over 18 years old in its competition must undergo a polymerase chain reaction (PCR) genetic test. Determine their sex at birth, basically to determine your genetic makeup, to determine your chromosomes, your DNA. The PCR test detects chromosomal material through a mouth swab, saliva, or blood, yes. Basically, taking skin cells from you, whether it's saliva, blood. I think they can even take hair samples, I believe. because yes, they should have some DNA makeup, right? Anything right physical on your body, right? They can get DNA samples if it's 100%. Well, I mean, if it's close to pure, right? If an athlete intending to compete in the women's categories is determined to have male chromosomal material, initial screening will be referred to independent clinical specialists for genetic screening. Well, I mean, there's an easy way to check, too. You just check if they have the dick and balls, right? Oh, you got dick and balls? Yep, you're a dude. Oh, you got a vagina? Okay, you're a woman. See ya. But some boxers and federations have already spoken out against their inclusion. Yeah, intend to return to international competition this month in the Eindhoven Box Cup in Netherlands. Well, as you can see, they're still competing. Even though for getting called out for being a retard. Got caught lying. Why you always lying? Why the fuck you lying? Do I have that? Why, oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
Okay, I'm sorry. Big booty bitches, I like big. What do we got here? 2 Japanese men were killed in northern China in a business dispute, police say. Uh-oh. Beijing AP. 2 men were killed last month in Chinese port city of Dalian. Because of the dispute with a Chinese business partner, police said Tuesday. The partner, a 42-year-old man surnamed Yen, was arrested when May 24th, one day after the killings were reported to Dalian police. Yen is a longtime resident of Japan and did business with the victims in that country, and the Japanese men were visiting China. A Chinese police statement said. Police statement did not say what the dispute was about or how the victims were killed. 2 stabbing attacks on Japanese school children last year have raised concerns among Japanese about traveling to and living in China. In one case, a 10-year-old boy died in the other. A Chinese attendant on a school bus was killed after she tried to prevent the assailant from getting on the bus. Dalian, once known as Port Arthur to Westerners, was a Russian naval base that was taken by Japan during the 1904-1905 Russia-Japanese War. There you have it.